Hello students, welcome back to Rio's Art. This is Mr. Rio's art class. Now we're gonna do a project all together, but keep in mind uh, there is 9 total steps to accomplish your project. 9 to 10 days, 10 being the grading, but 9 is the final day where you turn in this project. Day 1 you start brainstorming, day 2 you do your planning sheet, and day 3 is today. This is where we start doing our project. I'll show you how that looks like. Remember, you are able to use your Chromebook as means of reference, inspiration, and ideas, but remember to always keep that image somewhere safe so you don't lose it, okay? So let's get to it, all right? All right, artist. In this project, we're going to be working with the element of shape. As you can see here, we have a template that's double-sided, providing a side profile of characters, okay, 2 characters. So basically here I also have my iPad for inspiration of how papel picado looks like. These are shapes or decorations used for Cinco de Mayo. So you guys already kind of know what my background is, which is Mexican background. Okay, so this will be connected to this project, my culture. You're going to be feeling in a side profile of a person, okay, kind of like a silhouette, but instead of leaving it plain, you will fill it with shapes. Remember, in this project you can use geometric shapes like circles, triangles, and squares. Also organic shapes that are more natural and curvy, and also free flow shapes that are more expressive. The important part is that your design should connect to culture. Since we're celebrating National Hispanic Heritage Month, you can think about shapes, symbols, or patterns from your own culture or heritage. Maybe something like papel picado, a pyramid, a cactus, or other cultural designs that represent who you are. Okay, so to remember, to help you brainstorm, you're allowed to use a Chromebook as a reference tool. You can look up cultural images, patterns, or designs that inspire you. As you can see here, I'm drawing a design based off of papel picado with some diamond shapes. These are hitting the um, geometric shapes. So once you've found ideas you like, make sure to keep them open on your screen while you're working, so you have a guide to look at while you're filling in your profile. Also remember that Halloween is also around the corner, and Dia de los Muertos are right around the corner as well. If you celebrate these traditions, you can include shapes or symbols that connect to them. Maybe pumpkins, sugar skulls, marigolds, candles, or papel picado designs. These designs are another way to tie culture and celebration into your art. Start with your brainstorming, sketch out your shapes and ideas first. And once you have those down, go ahead and start filling in your site profile with creative cultural shapes that really represent you. Remember, it's not about making it perfect, it's about making it personal and meaningful. And just as a reminder, there are 9 total steps for you to finish this project. Day 1 is brainstorm, day 2 is planning sheet, day 3 we begin drawing, which is this step here that I'm showing. Day 4 is adding detail, day 5 make corrections, day 6 you start coloring or painting, day 7 is continue coloring, day 8 you finalize, and day 9 you submit, and day 10 is our grading, okay? So here, just as a reminder, in this project, I'm showing Mexican American roots. Inside my profile, I drew shapes like a tamal to represent traditional foods, a tapatio bottle, a cactus, a concha bread, a mariachi guitar, a pyramid for the Aztecs, a sugar skull down at the bottom for Dia de los Muertos, and even Mexican and American flag. These aren't random shapes. They each connect to my culture and tell part of my story. Now, some shapes do require some straight lines, so you want to use a ruler on from class. Now that the shapes are drawn, here in this side profile character template, I moved into the coloring. I started with the cactus there, the pyramid, papel picado, the social media logo from Instagram, and the sugar skull, the pan concha there at the bottom of the pyramid, tamales right next to it, and here I am drawing the tapatio bottle using some nice color pencils, and then I'm drawing also a chile right there, so that represents a lot of Mexican culture. As you color, think carefully about how colors also connect to culture. For example, I can use red, white, and green for the Mexican flag, or bright colors for the sugar skull. Your colors should add meaning, not just decoration. It shouldn't be a perfect project, just more of a connection, a cultural background, okay? Shapes. The goal of this project is to show that shapes can tell a story. Each student's profile will be unique because your culture, traditions, and identity are unique. And so ask yourself when you're working in the project, what shapes represent my background? What foods, objects, or traditions remind me of culture? You use those ideas to fill your profile. In the end, you'll have a piece of art that's not only creative but also personal, a portrait built from meaningful shapes that reflect who you are. All right, guys, welcome back. Right, you saw that right there, that process, and you're really good at drawing now. Okay, after planning sheet, brainstorming, you have a solid foundation to do these types of projects. Okay, so with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Right, have a good one.